You need to quit your 9-to-5 job because chances are if you clicked on this video, you already know that you hate your 9-to-5 job and you want to get rid of it. After getting my very first job at 16 in the military, I also became a full-time carpenter, and then I also went to work at nights and weekends as a security guard. I since then have quit all of those jobs and started making money online just 2 years ago. Now I run my own business. I work when I want, from wherever in the world I want, and I work on exactly what I want to work on every single day. And look, I know that if you right now are working a 9-to-5 job, you know exactly what it's like to be bossed around all day, get told when you can use the washroom and when you can go to lunch and exactly what you need to do, and everything is always in control of someone else. I remember exactly what it was like looking forward to the weekends every single week and then getting the Sunday scaries, realizing that I'd have to go back to work and pull 12-hour shifts on Monday. What's even worse is that just by having a job, one job full time, takes up a third of your life, which is half of your waking hours. But let's be real, if you actually want to live comfortably in this economy and not have to survive off food stamps, you're gonna have to get more than just one full-time job. So look, if you're someone who would much rather work from home, work when they want, and be their own boss, even if it takes a little bit more work up front, then this video is not only for you, but is by far gonna be the most valuable thing you've watched all day. Because I'm gonna be showing you every single thing I did step by step to actually go from 9-to-5 worker to someone who's making money online and being their own boss. Everything that I'm showing you here in this video has completely changed the trajectory of my life. So the number one most common question that people ask when they want to get started making money online is, of course, where do I start and what do I do? You'll probably hear tons of online business models. Some are extremely popular to where everybody's tried it or everybody's doing it. And then others are a little bit less popular, but you're not sure if the person telling you how to do these business models are actually genuine or if they're just trying to sell you something. So in order to tackle this properly, we have to first really understand what we want from an online source of income. Essentially, we want something that's no or low cost to start. Because let's be honest, like if you had a bunch of money already, you might just buy a business if you had 100 grand to sit in the bank, but most people don't, and that's why they're here right now. Second of all, we want something that's actually beginner friendly and easy to start. And next of all, we want something that gives you actual time freedom to work when you want instead of you having to be chained to a desk for preset hours in a day. So if you want something that's no cost to start, things like drop shipping or day trading are absolutely out from the get-go. These are also oversaturated business models that everybody tries to do. And the reason why is because they're super trendy. It's super easy to go online and look like you built the product and then go to sleep and wake up with like $80,000 in your bank account. But I mean, there's a reason why these are extremely popular, but not a lot of people that you meet in your everyday life are actually doing them. While everybody that I've met has tried something like e-commerce and also tried something like day trading. We also want something that's beginner friendly and also something you can make money with reasonably fast. Obviously, you're not going to get rich overnight, but a few $1,000s in your few first months is a great start. And this is where a lot of that side hustle stuff is just completely out of the question, because essentially they're going to show you to do things like clip up Instagram videos or clip up TikTok videos and then repost them on your own channel. And eventually you're going to be able to get millions of views from TikTok, and TikTok is going to pay you. And while that might be true, dude, how long is it going to take you to clip up these videos, put them on TikTok, and make thousands of dollars every single month, enough to replace your income? If anything, it would take you years to even do that. And not to mention, if your channel gets shut down, your income literally falls to zero, which is not what we want. And social media in general is something that gets more and more difficult every single year. Pop quiz, how many videos do you think are uploaded to just TikTok every single day? 10 million, 20 million, or 30 million? The answer is actually none. There's 34 million videos uploaded to TikTok every single day. So even if you're uploading multiple times a day through multiple channels, this is going to take you so long to actually start making money. But then we also want something that allows you time freedom so that you can work when you want. Because again, having set hours is again one of the worst parts of a 9-to-5. You have to wake up every single day super early, whether you want to or not. Even if you got stuff to do that night or stuff to do in that morning, it's always going to inconvenience you. So how do we escape this? Well, the main thing that you need to do is to learn a skill and sell this skill to businesses. Now, well, there's a few ways that you can do it. This is something that I actually did, which was extremely liberating because I wasn't depending on some algorithm. I wasn't depending on some dropshipping store. I was just depending on myself. I was in complete control. And this is something that I really valued. Now, there are two main skills that you can learn that will make you as much money as you want online. And those two skills are marketing and sales. Now, sales is a great way to make money online. You can become a remote salesperson. The only problem is that for me personally, I'm not a very extroverted person. Okay, I'm not someone who just likes to talk to people. And also, this doesn't really give you all that much time freedom. You still have to get on scheduled calls every single day. So it's still not really ideal. So that leaves you with marketing. Now, the problem with marketing as well is that there are so many different moving pieces when it comes to marketing. I mean, you just going up to businesses and saying you are a marketer, essentially is telling them that you can run a whole department of their business and you have no experience yet. So the alternative is to learn just one small portion of marketing, master that, and then build from there. And this is exactly what I did to build my first 10K per month online with something called freelance copywriting. So a lot of people know what a freelancer is. Essentially, it's someone who offers their services to businesses, but a freelance copywriter is someone who is essentially a salesman behind a keyboard. It's someone who writes the ads, writes the promotional emails, and writes the websites of businesses. Extremely simple, but this is how you can make $3,000 to $4,000 per client and also juggle 3 to 4 clients so that you can get paid over $10,000 per month eventually. So if you want to plan on actually getting out of your 9 to 5 and starting copywriting, it really is super simple. And I'll go through each steps as I did it to actually quit my 9 to 5s and eventually work for myself, become my own boss, and also build my own online income that I just had more control over. So step number 1 is that you have to build your 9 to 5 escape plan. How exactly you're going to do it, how long it's going to start, and what you need to do in order to finally go up to your boss that one fateful day and say, look, it's been great, but I'm giving you my 2 weeks notice to quit. Because let me tell you, there is simply no better feeling than this. You got to figure out what your escape income actually is. So for me, all I was making with all of those jobs, by the way, was around $2,000 to $2,500 US every single month. That's all I was making. So if I was able to just get 2 to 3K per month with copywriting, I would have been able to quit my job, which is exactly what I did. Now, the crazy part is that for most people to quit their jobs, it only really takes them $2,000 to $4,000 per month. And you can get this from just one client. This is exactly what I did. I got my first 3K per month copywriting client and we were on the call. By the time I hopped off the call, the money was in my bank account and I was on the phone with my boss giving him the news. And once you figured out how much money it's going to take, then you have to figure out how much time you want it to take until you actually are able to quit your 9 to 5. Now, I'm going to go over the obvious here and say the sooner the better, but realistically, what is a really, really good goal for you? If you were to be able to quit your job in 3 months and that was your goal, would that excite you? The reason why is because you need this excitement, you need this pull towards the work so that you can get it done quickly. If you say, yeah, I'm going to quit my job in the next 2 years, you're not really going to get that excited. Is that really going to get you to jump out of bed? So pick a timeline that's realistic, but yet exciting and stick to it. Then now that you know how much time you want it to take until you quit your 9 to 5 job, you have to build a plan of what you're going to do on a daily basis, daily goals and daily systems in order to get you there. But don't worry, we're going to be talking about that a little bit more in the end of the video. But next, you also have to figure out how much time you're going to allot to copywriting each and every single day. So for me, for example, I didn't have that much time. And this is one of the huge drawbacks of even having a 9 to 5 job, or in my case, multiple jobs, is that you just don't have that much time. But I was still able to build a schedule that worked for me, maybe not for everybody, but I was still able to become successful with copywriting. Now, the schedule for me that works, that again, might not work for everybody, is that I woke up every morning at 2 a.m., then I would hit the gym. I'd come back from the gym at around 3 or 3:30. I would do all of my copywriting work, my outreach, my practice until around 8 o'clock. And then I would go off to my first job of the day. And then I would finish off somewhere around 5 or 6 o'clock from all of my jobs. Now, this allowed me to put my best foot forward, my most focused work at the beginning of my day. The work that actually mattered to me was working for myself. So that's exactly what I did, because I always found that after my 9 to 5, I would be too tired to start working on my own dreams. So I would just work on my dream of quitting my 9 to 5 first, and then I would go off to my job. And this is gonna look different for everybody. Maybe you're somebody who has more time, maybe you're somebody who has even less time than I did, but either way, you can still do it as long as you have somewhere in the realm of 10 to 20 hours per week. And look, the number one thing I know a lot of people are asking is, oh, well, can I do it from this country? Can I do it if I'm only this much years old? Can I do it if this, if that, if the other thing? I have a whole playlist on this channel of copywriters who have reached and surpassed 10K per month. As you can see, there's all kinds of people from all different types of countries, and a lot of them English isn't even their first language. You can just hear it in their voice when you hear their thick accents. Don't let these excuses or these so-called reasons stop you or deter you from doing what you actually want to do and starting to work for yourself. So look, I bet you're probably wondering exactly how this works step by step. So I'm not gonna go into the nitty gritty into this very video, because I have a whole discography, a whole channel full of free courses that you can check out that will help you build the skills of marketing, that will help you make more money, and also work for other businesses. And once you have multiple clients, essentially you are the thing that your income depends on. And even if one client decides to drop you, you can easily just get another copywriting client, and your income doesn't have to take a huge hit. This is a way that you can make money from anywhere in the world as much as you want, and you can work at any time throughout the day that you want. If this sounds like something that's for you, then you can go through this quick checklist to actually get started with copywriting. Number one is, of course, you want to learn how to write copy. You want to learn copywriting. You want to learn exactly what it is and how to do it step by step, which I have tons and tons and tons of videos telling you exactly how. I have a free 4-hour course and a free 8-hour course that you can watch and check out after this video. They're some of the most popular copywriting courses on all of YouTube and just the whole internet in general. So it is a great place to start. And then you want to go through the obvious steps, writing your first piece of copy, and then also you can get your copy reviewed and get a free mentor inside of the Discord server. If you want to join or are interested, just go down below and download the free copy starter kit. It comes with tons of free courses and also the links to the free communities as well. And lastly, after you have those down, in the first couple of weeks after learning copywriting, you're going to want to start outreaching to businesses. That's right, you can get your first client in as little as just a couple of weeks. And while not everybody can get their first client this quick, just the fact that you have the chance to start making money in your first month or two with copywriting, first and foremost, beats out pretty much any other business model out there. But it will also inspire you, because if this is the first money you've ever made online, you'll be able to actually feel like what the sensation is of working for yourself and making your own money without having to depend on a boss or a salary. And finally, I want to leave you with this so that you can think of it this way. Are you willing to put forth 3 to 6 months of pretty hard work in order to quit your 9 to 5 job and get all the freedom that you want? If the answer is yes, then you have a lot of work to do, but I'm here to guide you every step of the way. So with all that being said, make sure you get the free copy starter kit down below. And of course, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.